Okay, today's talk is going to be really quick. Um, Basically, it's how to use Gemini Storybook to write a story for your children or your grandchildren. It's the third in the series of talks. There's previously one about using microphones, uh, one about a scanner, and this is the third in the series. So basically, the outline of this talk is go to Google, search for Gemini Storybook, make a prompt, and I'll show you what a prompt looks like, and just press go. That's basically it. So you go to Google, you put in Gemini Storybook, you end up with this bit, you click on that, and you end up here. So that's really all the instructions. When you get there, you have options. You can choose one of these, but basically if you want a story that's going to interest your kids, you really want to make it about you and them and the cat, if possible. So here's a detailed prompt, and so this is the one I'm going to use today. So two grandparents, Oma, I don't know if you know, but my wife is Belgian, grandma and grandpa in Belgium. Yeah, Oma and Opa, yeah. And I've changed the names of my grandchildren as well. So two grandparents, Oma has long hair and Opa has short white hair, no glasses or beard. That turns out to be really hard. You have to lie about your age. If you're a grandparent and over 50, you will have glasses and or a beard, kind of. And there's nothing you can do about that other than lying about your age. So both age 50, have grandchildren, Sophie aged 5 with long blonde plaited hair and Emma aged 2 with shorter blonde hair. Opa drives them to Basingstoke MakerSpace, in brackets see the reference to the MakerSpace, but does not realise that Finn the black cat is in the car. At the MakerSpace, everybody goes inside Basingstoke MakerSpace. Finn the cat follows them in. Something funny happens when they realise Finn is there. Opa asks the grandchildren what they want him to make, and they say a rocking horse. He makes it with a CNC machine, and they take it and Finn home in their car, while the grandchildren fall asleep in the back with Finn. So that's the prompt, yeah? So now we're at the demo. Yes, he's got glasses. I put the no glasses in just right. So now I'm just going to do what you would do. So I'm going to search for Gemini Storybook. There we are. And then I got to this point that I showed on the first slide. You go for stories only you could imagine. I can't imagine there are many people who talk about going to a makerspace. So yeah, whoops, what happened then? Yes. And basically, you start your story. So here we are. Basically, you can look at any of these and it will make suggestions about what you want to do. But I need to pick up the prompt that I had. I'll get there in a minute. So this is just the prompt that I just read out to you. Copy, and I'll go back to here. Right, and I'll just paste. So the prompt I just read out to you, I'm just pasting in here. And I'm pressing go. And that's it. It takes 2 minutes. So, yeah, if you don't like, so it will have AI things in it, kind of. But actually, kids don't care about that at all.
But you can post-edit it, right?
Oh, yes. If you don't like it, you can put in a new prompt. You can just ask the AI, ask a Gemini here, say, please change it. I want something changing. There are some real limits to what it can do. It seems like at a push it can manage 3 people in a picture. It likes to only have 2 people in a picture. So
does that include the cat?
That includes the cat, yes.
Or is it a 3-body problem?
Yeah, something like that.
So this prompt includes a conclusion, for want of a better term,
No.
an ending. Yeah, that prompt has got an ending in it.
Yes,
So
I said at the end they.
So if you left that out, would it cope?
I don't know. Here we are. So it's done. Yeah. So this. So I put in no glasses. Clearly we are 50-year-old looking, which is, if you leave it to itself and say granddad, you get a wizened old man who's as far as that is from me, the other way, if you see what I mean. So we can listen to this now.
Can you print it out?
The MakerSpace surprise. Today is a very special day. Opa is getting the car ready for a big trip. Everyone is going to the Basingstoke MakerSpace to see where the magic happens. But look, someone is sneaking into the back of the car. It is Finn the cat. He wants to go on an adventure too. Oma helps Sophie climb into her seat and make sure her seatbelt is nice and tight. Are we all ready to go? Oma asks with a smile. Sophie nods and giggles. They have no idea that Finn is hiding quietly under a blanket just behind them. The car goes vroom vroom all the way to the big building. When they arrive, Sophie and Emma hop out and run toward the entrance. The Basingstoke MakerSpace is a place full of tall shelves, big tables, and very clever tools. Inside the workshop, Emma hears a tiny sound. Meow, says a voice from behind a heavy red toolbox. Emma looks down and sees 2 bright eyes and a twitching tail. Finn, she shouts. The cat has followed them all the way inside. Opa and Oma hear the commotion and come over to see. They can't believe their eyes. They both start to laugh when they see Finn standing in the middle of the workshop. You silly cat, Opa says, patting Finn's head. I guess he wanted to see the machines too. Once Finn is settled, Opa turns to Sophie. He kneels down so they are eye to eye. Now that we are all here, what should we make today? He asks. Sophie thinks very hard. She wants to make something special that can rock and roll. A horse, Emma cries out, jumping up and down. Opa thinks that is a wonderful idea. He lifts Emma up so she can see the glowing computer screen. On the screen is a drawing of a sturdy rocking horse made of many wooden parts. It is time for the magic to begin. Opa starts the big CNC machine. Sophie stands back and watches through the safety glass. The machine moves quickly, carving the shape of the horse out of a big, flat piece of wood, dust flies, and the machine hums a busy song. After some sanding and assembly, the rocking horse is finally finished. It is smooth, strong, and perfect for riding. Sophie and Emma take turns touching the wooden ears and the sturdy base. They are so proud of what Opa made for them. The sun is setting as they drive back home. The car is very quiet now. In the back seat, Sophie and Emma have fallen fast asleep. Finn is curled up right between them, purring softly. It was a very busy day for everyone at the Makerspace.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Does this count as screen time under the new government guidelines?
I don't know. It's really odd. They identify with the people. They know who everybody is. And, you know, so that was it. You saw, I mean, this was something I wrote today. I tried it once and I had glasses and things.
So you changed the age?
No, I'd already changed the age because we've several previous books. We've got ones with the one with the an adventure in the forest, and one with making a castle out of a blanket and chairs in the room and things like that. So basically, that's really it. Just for the people who might be looking online, you know, this is the Makerspace, and we're open at 7 p.m. any Tuesday evening for free. We're a not-for-profit community workshop for people who like making things. You can find us opposite Majestic Wines at Marrowtown House. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Steve.